Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Cake, a series inspired by our vision Aardia's Roll for Sandwich. Let's go. Alright, let's roll for our pan. 4 antique store pan. Alright, I have the perfect one for this. So my stepmother found this antique Easter lamb pan that I'm going to use today. And for this pan, I'm going to grease it with baking pan because it needs to come out of the mold perfectly. Alright, let's roll for our type of cake. 6 mayo chocolate. Alright, this helps a lot with this type of pan. The reason being is that any type of pan that has a particular shape that's not a usual cake shape, so like a circle or a square or maybe kind of like a curved square, can be any type of cake, whether it's sponge or if it's a dense cake. Whereas something that is in a bundt pan, or this case our lamb pan, it needs to be a denser cake so that it forms the shape better and actually comes out in the same shape that the pan is. So as you see, when I'm getting it out of the bowl, it's dense. It kind of looks like brownie batter, but it's still cake. So it's gonna fit the mold real easily. And now we gotta set this, and I didn't show it in the video, but I tied it with baking twine, which will keep the shape together and make sure that the cake doesn't rise out of the pan. And from the oven, here it is. Let's cut off this twine. Make sure to hold the pan with a pot holder to get it out because it is still really, really hot. Now for the pan, you need to wait 5 minutes after taking off the first part to flip it over, put that first part back on, and then take it off. And eventually the pan will come off on the other side, and look at there. Look at that lamb. But now we gotta wait for it to dry as well because, okay, well, that works. Maybe that'll help it. Who knows? All right, let's roll for our icing. Ooh, 10 chocolate caramel. All right, so I'm gonna be a cheater pumpkin eater on this one because I just didn't have the time to make chocolate caramel icing from scratch because of the cake taking too long. So I just took some Hershey's chocolate spread with some Hershey's caramel and mixed it together. And eventually the cake looks like this. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. I'm not the best cake decorator in the world, but hey, at least I did it without breaking the head off, okay? Now, speaking of breaking the head off, to make sure that this cake is enjoyable for others, because I do have people coming over, I'm cutting half of the head off. All right, so what are we topping that head with? We're topping it with, oh God, well, caramel and bacon baked beans. Get out of here. There we go. Look at it. Look at it. We're just putting bacon baked beans on a chocolate cake again. And there goes the caramel. All right, let's go with some wild magic chaos. Here we go. 19, roll twice, so let's roll again. 7 and roll twice again. All right, rolling twice the second time. Oh, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. All right, so mustard, honey, strawberry syrup. Sometimes this show can be great. Sometimes it can be wrong. Sometimes it can be horribly wrong. And this is one of those times. All right, well, let's try this monstrosity. This is horrid. Not even Lil's fan can help with this. This cake is a disgrace to the baking community. No one should try to make this. If you do, God rest your soul. Like, this is bad. I can only taste mustard, strawberry, and beans. That's the only thing I can taste. And this thing is so bad, it's getting a 1 out of 10. And it's so bad that I'm calling it the Oakland Athletics. All right, everybody. I'll see y'all next week on Roll for Cake, and have sweet dreams and good health.